welcome you to Lubbock and to Lowry Field for tonight's six-man Division I state championship game between the Strawn Greyhounds and the Follett Panthers.
Beautiful night for football, the state championship matchup.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for this great opportunity. We ask that you watch over both teams, keep both teams from harm or injury. We also ask that you would help us to play to the best of our ability on every play, every down, every snap.
34 minutes till destiny, boys. 34 minutes till destiny. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Keep fucking double. Hurry up! Hit him!
.3 KXDJ is your home for the Follett Panthers on radio. We're working our way toward a state championship between the Strawn Greyhounds and the Follett Panthers. You're joining me now on the program is the man in charge of Follett football, like always, John York, the head coach, joining me in.
Geographically, we're isolated. You know, we're not close to a big metropolitan area. You know, we're 50 miles from the closest Walmart.
You don't go through here on accident. I mean, you have to be coming here to find the place.
We are so far out of civilization that we don't even get the Amarillo newspaper delivered to Follett, and if we do get it, it's 2 days late.
And Pony Express is on strike.
Small things are important up here, whereas I think in other places, you know, life's not quite as simple.
It's that American slice of life, American piece of pie that it used to be like way back when, but it's still here.
There's a few industries out here, but it's like any small town. I think it's just basically hanging on by a thread.
Nothing really much to do. In a small town, you know, everybody's your friends. There's really no enemies here.
Everybody's somebody's strong.
That's right. Everybody's somebody's strong.
When I moved here, some kids were telling me that, Coach, this is real football. And my parents had thought, if we don't win, they lock us out of the house. We don't get to come in. And I was like, oh, you're joking. No, we're not. He said, they don't like losing here. I said, good, neither do I. 6-man is basically a game that people play because they don't have a lot of kids in their school.
If you've got 10 to 15 in a senior class, that's a large class. That's boys and girls.
For small towns who can't field 11, I mean, it's the thing that people does. On Friday night, it keeps the town cohesive, and it's just fun. I mean, it's fun to watch.
It's a lot like arena football, a lot like it. 80 yards by 40, and people come from all over just to watch a game.
I think it's just kind of novelty. Not a lot of places have even heard of 6-man football, you know.
When there's only 6 kids and you have a whole field, I think you have more responsibility on yourself to get the job done.
You miss one tackle, though, and it's a touchdown.
Yeah.
We've seen scores, 102 to 88.
There's been somebody that scored 100 points in a game and still lost.
Come on.
A lot of these kids, maybe 130, 125, 100-pound kids, they can excel in 6-man football.
There's a lot of students that's out there on the football field that's participating that wouldn't even think about participation in larger schools. I'll agree, a lot of them are not real good athletes.
If you can walk and stand up, you can make the team.
During their high school years, they can achieve something that they could never achieve in a larger school. It gives them a chance to think they're somebody.
So what makes your kids so tough?
And they have to get up at 3 or 4 in the morning to bale hay or load a hog or pick something. I mean, it's work. It's not like, you know, sitting in the house and playing Nintendo or something like that, you know.
We have a contract hog barn, and we get 6 or 8 of them boys to come out and help us load semis at 4 in the morning. We start at 4 and we get done about 7:30. Load 5 semi-loads of hogs, 3,400 of them.
And then what did the kids do after that? Did they go?
They go to school.
Oh yeah, you gotta be tough to live up here. I mean, even like working cows and everything, you get kicked by a cow. There's no guy on the football team that's ever gonna hit you as hard as getting kicked by a cow. That's for sure.
This big city mentality we don't have here. You know, a lot of these kids work. They have to work hard. Just tough kids, man.
I think the reason why they're tough here in Strawn, because of the area. You know, Mingus is 4 miles from Strawn, 4 miles from Gordon. It's halfway in between, and it's nothing but bars. And I mean, our kids are around that. They're exposed to that. And you know, I'm not saying our kids drink, but I'm just saying that they're exposed to rough, tough, you know, characters. And our kids are not afraid to throw down when they need to. And it's like Gordon kids. It's a tough area, but it's the type of kids you want in your corner. You know, you can go fishing with them, or you can go to, you know, battle with them. We can take them in the dark alley. That's the guys I want in my, you know, cover my back in a dark alley.
They grow up big and bad and strong, and they always have. That's them big old hair-legged boys now.
Coach Lee has got a lot to do with Coach Lee. He has done an outstanding job with these boys.
Coach Lee came in here and made a difference. You know, the first year won state, and really they had less talent than they did the year before.
I think we've got the best coach in 6-man football.
I'm extremely competitive in everything I do, and it's a drawback sometimes. It's a fault.
That's it! That's it, son! That's the way to play, that's it!
When I first moved here, a little different than they're used to, but they know it's all about just trying to make them better. And I told them, I said, you know, guys, I can't coach you. You know, like, can you please block? Can you please block? I can't coach like that.
Keep your head down, son. Put it through there. Come on. Good job, Zach.
I'm more in your face and getting after you a little bit.
He inspires them, gets them in shape, and he teaches them the fundamentals, and those boys will hit you.
Coach York, must be some pretty exciting times
around Follett High School right now.
It really is. You know, the community, the kids, the teachers, staff, everybody's just fired up and ready for Saturday.
Has it sunk into them yet that they're playing in a state championship game?
I don't think so. I think what we are focused on right now is we're just trying to win a game.
Y'all Panthers, right?
Every year that we start a season, we start it with the goal of winning the state championship. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock in Lowry, down in Lubbock. If you guys can make it down there, we need your support. We're going to put it to the Strong Greyhounds.
We got 2 things to do. We got to chew bubble gum. We got to kick some ass.
I want to mention 4 names to you. Justin Hernandez, Cade Carter, Jonathan Wells, and Taylor Northern are all playing in their last game as a high school athlete. What goes through your mind when you talk about that group of young men?
You know, these are our seniors, obviously, and they're our leaders. They're going to be missed. The thing that you strive for as a coach and as a player is to be playing in the last possible game that you can play in. And they're doing that, state championship.
Our community and our people really get behind these kids. And I've always said, you know, if we had 2 kids going to Austin, Texas to play a game of jacks, there'd be 100 people there to watch them and support them and cheer them on.
It's gonna be weird not coming back to Follett High School, this huge town with maybe 60 people in our school. It's gonna be weird just not seeing everyone, but I mean, it was fun. We had a good run, so I'm happy.
It's really sad, you know. I guess it has its time and its place. You're 4 years in high school, but I don't know, it's kind of a weird feeling. It's not what I expected.
It's pretty scary thinking that I'm done. I don't ever get to go out on that field down there and play again. I'll never have lights shining down on me and pads on and hitting with my friends.
Not really sure gonna know what to do with myself, I guess. You know, what to do with all that time.
guys did a good job today. Hey, this is so exciting. Man alive.
The four seniors that's been here since we were freshmen all the way through off season, it's the 4 horsemen. Because we're the only 4 that stuck it out all the way.
My wife said, you know, it hasn't hit you yet. These guys are leaving. You haven't thought about it yet. I said, no, we're going to be all right. And then, you know, we start talking to him and, woo, you know, you just think, I'll never coach them again. Don't do that. Don't. That's all you need, somebody twisting an ankle doing that crap. Somebody. They've given me everything they've asked. And it's, you know, I'm extremely emotional about them because kids, when kids give you everything they have, because you know, it's easy to go home and do nothing. It's easy to go out and get in trouble. It's easy to lay on the couch, but they're up here because we asked them to be. Make sure this is not your highlight of your life. This is just one small chapter of your life that you've enjoyed and you did a good job and something that taught you dedication and hard work. Knock the piss out of him right there. Hit him! There's a lot of good things that they should have received out of the athletics. Act right, be good people, treat your wife good. You know, you want to be a man.
They're supposed to be 30 points ahead of us.
Toughness.
Yeah.
Are they really? Who told you that?
That was on the internet.
What are the priorities in this town?
I'd say football, and a little bit more.
Food, water, football. No.
Everybody lives for Friday night. As long as I can remember, I grew up in a small town that was the same way.
At Christoval, when we played, if it was a road game, last person out of town turned the lights out. I mean, everybody in town went to the game.
You either go to football games or you stay home and listen to football games on the radio.
It's how we unite. That's like the one thing that we all agree on.
It really is like the blood of this town that keeps things going, I think.
If they took football away from Strong, what would this town do?
I don't know what we would do. There wouldn't be anything to do if you didn't have football.
I don't think Strong would be a town anymore.
We've seen in our rural schools here in Texas when they lose a school program or they consolidate that the communities dry up. So football and sports in the small rural schools is what really holds the community together.
If you lose your school systems in real small communities, you lose your town.
Well, yeah, these communities are dying to some extent, you know, slowly. And you can see throughout the Panhandle, schools that have lost, towns that have lost their schools, they're gone. They dry up and cease to exist.
So it's pretty important we keep it going, isn't it?
As long as possible. It's getting harder and harder to keep these small school districts open anymore. Just don't have the kids to do it. There's nothing in the rural communities to hold them. These small towns lose their schools and banks. Well, you just about got a ghost town anymore.
Well, back here at Lubbock Lowry Field.
What's so special about what you guys have done?
Nobody thought we'd get here.
You dread the final buzzer ending, whether it's a win or a loss, because you know it's the last time for most of them that they're ever going to put on a football uniform and play.
You know, I've never really had a death in my family, but I promise you, if it feels any worse than a loss that we took this year against Gordon, it's going to be tough. Because when we don't win, it's not pleasant for me.
I'm going to close, and I hope that I don't offend you. I hope that I don't make you mad. Is this David versus Goliath?
Here at Lubbock Lowry Field to this Division I state football championship
We talk about the most important game of the year being this game every year, every week, okay? This is the most important game of your lifetime.
You've been wanting this all your life. This is what we work for.
This is the Super Bowl for six-man. You don't get any bigger than this.
A long time ago, for the ice and the snow, the giants walked this land.
The first hit and every hit their asses. Light their asses up. Come on, let's go.
Shook and the trees took a knee.
Taylor Northern, number 41, will put it in play.
One day they say the sky gave way.
Adams throws it down the field, complete at the 30, down to the 25, down to the 21-yard line. Already the strong Greyhounds have struck. It's 8-0. Cole Freeman has to be close. He's fucking covered. He's got a spear. He's got a roll up. Somebody. He's into the end zone.
Their God stood and saw it was good and said ashes to ashes and dust.
He's looking downfield. He's got the ball at the 30. Cole Freeman. Touchdown. Bullet. Garcia pitches back to Doyle. Doyle's got the blockers up to the goal line.
Crowd up on the dirt and
touchdown, Greyhound. Hit it.
Said I'm the next big thing. The gift that I bring comes directly from God, saying
here's the NASCAR field pitches to Abbott. Abbott will run to the right, starts to Bill on the right side, and the strong Greyhounds are back on top. 22 to 16. Handed off the door, they break the tackle to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown!
They're struggling to score.
Come on, I need you!
We've been down before. We're a second half team, there's no questions about it.
When asked about the men that died by the hands, said ashes to ashes and dust to dust.
Break the tackle to the 20, down to the 15, to the 10, 5, touchdown, Greyhound! Picked off by Lindsay. Go get free. He will throw. He's looking to the left. Justin Hernandez has it. Touchdown. Bullet Panthers. 2-1. That's it. The Greyhounds have won another state championship in six-man Division I. An outstanding job from Coach Dwayne Lee and his crew.
Stands a test of time. Oh, you heard him say never. But it's always best to keep it in mind. We done all that we can, but it slipped through our hands, and it's ashes to ashes and dust to dust.
I used to have dreams about football, you know, and I dreamed that I was, you know, too dumb and slow to play anymore. But that was years ago, you know. It hurts when you first leave it, when you really love it, you know.
But yeah, I mean, I'll miss it for sure. You know, it's gonna be always whenever I had kids or grandkids, you know, they're playing. You know, I'm always gonna come to their games and be like, man, you know, if only I had that back, you know. But we went out with a bang for sure. I mean, we made something. We did something. You know, that helps for sure. You know, that helps it not be as much of a drag. But
I guess it hasn't really hit yet, not coming back and playing at all. Having to go somewhere else.
Are you pretty proud of what you've done?
Yeah.
They accomplished something more than just winning the state championship. They accomplished 4 years of hard work. The thing I always want to say that it's not about winning, it's how we got there to win. It's what you did to get there.
What a great way to end a high school career, man. But life goes on, man, you know. There'll always be another set, always be another opportunity to do something great in life, and you gotta let them go, man. You know, it's like Taylor, I don't want to see him leave, but gotta go.
You know, I'm gonna miss it, but if you played it every day the rest of your life, it's not nearly as special as if you only have it for 4 years.
What did you love about football so much?
The guys you got to play with, that was the best part, because you're out there with your buddies.
I mean, over the course of 4 years, I built bonds with guys from other towns that I didn't even know before that. Not to mention the bonds that I've built with everyone that was on my team. It's ridiculous how close you can get to people that you play with for that long.
what we go through together, and everybody, you know, throwing up and all the sweating and, you know, people passing out, you know, and everything. It just, everything all together just makes it, you know.
What did you love about football so much?
I guess I just like being in the light.
There ain't a lot that you can do in this town. You drive down to the lake and then you turn back around. You go to school and you learn to read and write, so you can walk into the county bank, sign away your life. Now I work at the filling station all year.